Hey there, whiskey fans. Welcome back to Whiskey Minute with the Highlander. Tonight we're at Duckworth Distillery near downtown Dallas, and I'm with Lee Fuqua, owner, master of the beautiful spirits you see before you. And we're going to talk a wee bit about how Lee came to be in this type of spirit industry as opposed to from where he came. So, Lee, on part one, where did you start? How did we get here today?
Well, my wife and I got married a long time ago, and we decided we needed to learn how to cook better. So we both enrolled in the culinary college down at El Centro in downtown Dallas, and that went great. And while doing food, I got interested in wine, and I started looking around to see if there was another school in the area that had a degree program in winemaking, and found Grayson College in Sherman,
Right.
Texas. So I went through the program up there and graduated top of my class up there in '97. And they said, go forth, plant a vineyard, put in a winery. And I'm thinking, if I was going to plant a vineyard, I would certainly plant one in Napa or Sonoma or Burgundy or Bordeaux,
Right.
something like that, but not Texas. But I thought I'd put in a winery. So I rented this place, and we started off, and we had a commercial winery here for 8 years. And then about 9 years ago, I became diabetic, and I cannot drink wine at all. So for more than 40 years, I had at least a bottle of wine every single day, and I don't think I ever missed any days, and some days maybe even more than just a bottle. And so,
Well, and if I can interject here, the Wall of Wine has a lot of awards on it, so you really knew your stuff on your wine.
right. The wines all won multiple medals, lots of gold and double gold in San Francisco. The Chronicle only goes up to gold. The San Francisco International goes up to double
Double gold.
gold. And I've got lots of medals from SF, and then quite a few also from New York. And then Dallas, which is the hardest competition to win a medal in, because they're just really, really picky about how many medals they hand out. So anyway, I've got gold medals even in Dallas. So
So the diabetes led you
diabetes-
away.
I told the wife, I said, I'm not going to make any more wine. I can't drink it. It's no fun. I mean, I can't even taste the stuff. Even one little sip do me in. So she said, well, we have all the equipment. Why don't we become a distillery? And I said, oh, you're brilliant, darling. Now I know why I married you. So we just celebrated our 38th wedding anniversary last week. So anyway,
Wow.
I said, we just need a still. So give me some money. I'll go buy a still. So she did, then I did, and I filed all the paperwork. And we became a distillery. And so it's been about 9 years now. We're in our 9th year.
Wow.
And so we start off making just vodka because it was the fastest thing we could get to town. It's made from Texas grown sugarcane juice. So we get juice in from South Texas, 3 counties. There's like 40,000 acres of sugarcane growing down there still.
Near Kennedy County, that kind of area?
I have no idea.
Right,
It's
right.
down south on the tip.
Yeah, that's Kennedy area.
Yeah,
You see the
even
sugar
some on
cane
the
when you
King
drive-
Ranch, they say.
That's
so didn't
part of
know.
Kennedy. Part of King runs into. When you get down there, you can see that's what they're growing.
Right.
It's a wee bit different.
So the juice comes in 55-gallon plastic drums, frozen hard as a rock. So there's no preservatives, no sulfur dioxide or anything. It's just straight, pure sugarcane juice frozen. We thaw it out. It takes about a week. We dump it into the tank, pump it into the tank, pitch yeast. It takes about another week to convert all the sugar over to carbon dioxide and alcohol. And then we let it sit for another week so all the yeast dead go to the bottom, form like mud down the bottom. We rack the clear liquid off the top, and we hold that in a second tank. And then we run that 50 gallons at a time into our 6-plate column still.
Excellent.
And so it gets
that's the one
distilled.
we're sampling right now.
Yeah, that's
That-
the unflavored. It's the base for everything here, and so it's real clean. It's real.
It's a lot like drinking what I would call hard water, because it's just water,
Yeah,
but it's got alcohol in it, and you really can't tell.
yeah. There's
No
no
bite.
off aromas or flavors or anything. It's one of the things I do is I filter it through carbon filters that are made from burnt coconut shells, and that's it's NSF food type carbon filters. And then I also filter it through a diamond filter. We're the only spirit in the world that filters all their spirits through 3 different kinds of diamonds in this filter. So I've got real diamonds,
Wow.
Herkimer diamonds, and man-made diamonds. And it looks really cool. And then somebody says, well, what does it do to the vodka? And I always say, I just told you, it looks really cool. And that's it. Now, Jeff, who works for me, helps me bottle, he thinks it makes the vodka taste creamier on the palate, but I'm not too sure. You know, I make no claims.
Not too sure how the hardness of a diamond can actually pull something from
people
it.
say, I found an obscure paper from Russia that claimed diamonds would actually filter arsenic out of a liquid.
Really?
But it was only one paper, and it was Russian, and I don't know. You know, I can't really see that. But
I gotcha.
in any way, it's fun, and so we started with the unflavored vodka, and then we had a couple of barrels left over from winemaking, brand spanking new barrels.
Well, and before we jump into those, we're going to stop part one here.
Okay.
So that you fans can jump down to the bottom, click on like, follow, or subscribe, or all of the above. We also posted the link to the distillery website, so you can check those out. And make sure you come back in 2 weeks as we release part 2 of the Duckworth Distillery Tour. Till next time, Highlander and Lee signing off with a Slàinte mhath.